Hey guys, Black Angus here. Gonna be talking about the Kenosha shooting. My thoughts and some information that's been compiled and released recently. So first off, if you don't know, there's a shooting of 3 people in Kenosha by a 17-year-old white male, white supremacist. No, apparently this kid, he lives not far across the state line, and he was helping clean up the place. He brought his rifle and he was protecting private property, though it seems he was not asked to, but he was providing that service to the community. And for some reason, don't really know why, but for some reason, the Antifa tards ended up chasing him twice. One dude kind of got him cornered, so he got shot in the head and died. And then later on, 2 more people get killed by him, or shot by him. 1 dies. But what the media doesn't tell you is, like, one dude who lived from the shooting got shot in the arm. Don't know who this guy is. He's got a pistol. Like, there's pictures of him holding his gun wound with the pistol in hand, and this is one of the people that was charging at this kid when he fell down. Of course, there's skateboard guy. He's got a classic, like, Western, "oh, you got me" pose, and it's honestly hilarious. Why did I say that? Well, one, I'm ex-military, so I just got demented humor, but legitimately, it's what these fuckers deserve. This is what we've been talking about for a while. You know, you've been lucky with unarmed people in shitholes like Chicago and CHOP and Minneapolis, where almost no one has a gun, or the rules are set up to, you know, keep guns out of law-abiding citizens' hands to protect themselves. But yeah, this situation is like it's like Portland. You know, people wonder, like, why would the guy hit him with a skateboard? Why'd you shoot him? It's like, you see what happened to that guy in Portland getting kicked in the head and knocked out? Like, one right hit to the head or neck, and you could be out. Who knows what these guys would have done if they actually would have knocked this kid out? You know, luckily the cops were right down the street, but they would have probably taken his rifle, and who knows if this kid be alive today if he didn't take action and have that poise of mind. You know, credit to that kid. You know, hopefully he gets off and he can join the military and serve our country, or be a police officer, because he's clearly got poise. You know, they act like he's some mass terrorist, something spraying and praying. Like, no, I think he fired less than 10 shots, with at least 3 hits, in a chaotic state. You know, being forced to the ground, getting hit and stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of poise, not shooting more fuckers that were, you know, in a scary situation. And what's more, the kid, right after the first shooting, he tries to call, I think, the cops, but fuckers are chasing him. And then right after he takes care of those other fuckers, he ends up walking down the street with his hands up to the cops. That's what you do. You surrender yourself, even if it's, you know, within the reason of protecting yourself. You instantly call the cops or surrender yourself to them. Let them take your weapon and all that, and cooperate with the police force. It's that fucking simple. A guy shot people in self-defense, but the cops don't know what's going on initially. And you know, this kid's not shot by them because he didn't make them scared. Couple things. New York Times, actually, surprisingly, they did real news. They compiled the live stream footage and the other footage from Twitter, and they pretty much exonerated the kid. Whether that was their intent or not, I'm sure there's a spin, but the biggest thing really is that the kid's 17 and he went across state lines with a weapon. That will be probably the determining factor in all this, but I think it's pretty open and shut self-defense outside of those parameters. What's crazy is GoFundMe has been nuking fundraisers for the family, whether they're disingenuous or not, don't know, but been nuking all of these. But they, like, are propping up on their Twitter, like, oh, we gotta GoFundMe for skateboard guy, a hero that tried to disarm a I don't know if it's a white supremacist or not, but, you know, that was definitely the spin. That was the angle. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. All this because a guy wanted for sexual abuse, if not assault, of a minor. Got shot in the back trying to get a knife out of his car. Not listening to cops. Already violent history. Not complying. Gets shot in the back because he's trying to pull a knife on him. Gets shot. And yeah, so Black Lives Matter? No, it's Rapist Lives Matter. Fuck y'all. Y'all are terrorists. And you know, this is the start. This is the start to what could keep on going. Armed civilians taking law in their own hands. This is what happens when you intimidate and burn cities. You have cops having to escort firefighters and having to pick and choose where to put out fires, where to escort these guys so they don't get killed, because they're probably almost all white guys and they're probably scared for their lives to put out a fire because, you know, let this shit burn down. This is reparations. It was chaos, and it needs to fucking stop. Also, that governor there needs to get ousted. He refused help from Trump, but I guess now he's accepted it. Now it's kind of a emergent event, but this is fucking lunacy, you know? How many people's lives do you put at stake by letting this shit go on? Just like I said, with the collateral damage of property and or people. I think one video in Kenosha, there was someone saying there's still people in that apartment building. So it's like, who might have died because of these fires that had nothing to do with fucking Jacob Blake, I think is his name. Awful shit. And it's just funny that, you know, that little boy Cannon, I don't remember his last name, that little boy Cannon gets murdered in front of his sisters riding his bike by a neighbor that they had over. No one's rioting. It's covered up. People have already forgotten it mostly. But you burn cities and you prop up these terrorists trying to hurt a 17-year-old protecting himself. This is lunacy. Needs to stop. Y'all are going to see come 2020. You think 2016 was a shocker? This is, I think, open and shut Trump victory 2020, and well deserved. We need law and order. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on all this. It's crazy stuff, like makes my blood boil, you know. It's scary stuff.